Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my second vlog. Glad you're back, or if you're new, welcome back. This is my first time in the car since my port surgery, which is on my left side. And so while I have this cushiony thing that's been on my seatbelt for the last couple of years, I thought I would go ahead and try this additional pillow because it's super cushiony on both sides. My aunt, who just recently beat cancer within the last year, she went through chemo and had to have a port too, so she's like my soul sister, she knows, gave this to me, and I'm gonna put that right there to hopefully cushion that. And then I have this additional cushion here for the right side, and I have this extra pillow blanket, or pillow, what am I saying, pillow blanket, quilted pillow, that I can put right here also to avoid direct contact with the port, because you want to try and avoid as much friction against it as possible. Honestly, I think it's to prevent infection, or also just keep it from getting irritated. But don't quote me on that. I'm still learning things about the port situation. I just know that it's super uncomfortable if it rubs up against things. So, hence all the cushions. All right, so on the docket this morning, man, it was really hard to get out of bed. I almost just slept in another hour and a half and was gonna do the bare minimum, just get to my dentist appointment. But I've decided that I'm gonna try and just power through all the things that ideally I'd like to do before chemo starts on Monday. So I'm gonna hit Target. I wanna find a really comfy pair of lounge pants. I don't wanna say sweatpants, but loungy pants. So maybe these are pants that I can wear during my infusion treatment. Also, I wanted to find, there was one other thing I wanted to find there. I can't remember what. But also I was gonna hit Sprouts because they have this really nice hand spray sanitizer by Dr. Bronner's that smells like lavender, and I wanna stock up and maybe 5 or 6 of those just to have in every room, because preventing infection is the main focus when you're going through chemo. From what I've gathered, you really are at risk because your immunity is down, and so you want to make sure that you keep away those germs. So yes, gonna go to Sprouts just to especially get those that hand sanitizer. And then after that, I'm gonna go to my dentist appointment, and then after that, I'm gonna hit Trader Joe's and stock up on stuff for the fridge for the next week. So that's today. All right, let's go. So the reason I couldn't sleep last night was because I just could not shut off my brain. I was thinking about chemotherapy and was wondering how soon I would start feeling the side effects. Is that, chemotherapy is different for everyone. Some people report minimal side effects, some people have all the side effects. Generally, I'm a pretty sensitive person, and I'm just bracing myself for the worst. And what kind of concerns me, well, what I was thinking about last night was the mouth sore situation. That is so uncomfortable. I've had braces, and I would get mouth sores from them from time to time, and it was just uncomfortable, and you just don't want to eat. I can't imagine well, I have an appetite to begin with, and then on top of mouth sores, that's going to be hard. Is my are my taste buds going to change? Are things going to taste the same, or will they be different? It's just the enormity of starting chemo is really starting to sink in, and it's making me a little anxious. So I got up, got out of bed, made myself a cup of tea, sat on the couch, and just was looking through stuff. I was watching YouTube videos. I was also feeling a little anxious about my first vlog that I put up. It's like, I don't really want to focus on the number of views, but I can't help but notice and be self-conscious of that. I really haven't made a big deal out of it except to like publish it on my Facebook feed last night. And I've gotten a few messages, and even just those few messages have made me feel pretty good about sharing, even though I still feel really vulnerable about it. Like, is this all too much information for everyone? But at the same time, it's like, I want to create content that I want to watch, and I know that I would find this super interesting. Even from like looking in on the outside, like I have no idea what the issues are and how different it would be for a young woman going through breast cancer versus, you know, a mom or a grandma. It's pretty sad, some of the things that we face, but you know, we have a lot of months to cover that, so I'm not going to dive into that right now. But yeah, just trying to create content that I would want to watch, and I think that's a good indicator of what, you know, other people would be interested in watching. But I'm still nervous. So for all my errands today, we're headed to Eagle Rock. It's near my neighborhood, and I like to plan all my errands around my appointments. So even though I may have locations that are closer to my house, because my appointment is in a town that's like maybe 10 minutes away, I'll plan all my stops around there. So like there's a Target in that town, there's a Sprouts, my dentist is there, and there's a Trader Joe's. So it works out perfectly. It's a beautiful day in LA today, and it's about 86 degrees, the sky is blue. It's gonna be a hot day, but you can appreciate it. It's really nice to see the sunshine. I haven't driven since my surgery, so I'm feeling that sense of liberation from being cooped up in the house, or being dependent on someone to drive me somewhere. I probably could have driven maybe yesterday if I wanted to, but just decided to take it easy. I look ridiculous with all these pillows. It's so funny. Happy to report that Target was a success. I found 2 pairs of super soft sweatpants, and yeah, off to the dentist now. So I was driving to my dentist, and I realized I hadn't eaten, so I did something bad, kind of bad, but I'm super hungry. I went to Taco Bell and got a Crunchwrap Supreme. So it's been happening to me lately. If I'm home, I'll remember to eat, but if I'm out and about, I'll forget. So weird. Luckily, my dentist is like 3 minutes away from this Taco Bell. I'm back from my errands, and I just finished up unloading all the stuff from Trader Joe's, and I thought I would take you through what I picked up. I was just talking earlier about things that, you know, are creating content that I like to watch on YouTube, and one of the things are grocery hauls. Sometimes it gives me ideas about like what to pick up, what to avoid, so just thought I'd share. So the theme of today's haul, like most Trader Joe's hauls is like picking up stuff that would be easy to fix and not too intensive in preparation. Know what I mean? Especially with chemo starting Monday. So this is what it's looking like, kind of just to give you an overview. First off, there is this vanilla pumpkin scented candle. It smells yummy, just like you've been baking all day. So thought I'd give that a try. Picked up these cheddar rocket crackers. They remind me of the goldfish crackers, and I think that would be good to keep in like little baggies to have like on hand in case I'm feeling like snackish. I've picked up some bananas, some strawberries. These hash browns are really super easy to prepare in the morning. I just pop them in the toaster, fry up an egg, and add a avocado if I'm feeling fancy, and call it a breakfast. I've picked up a dozen eggs. I have not picked up a dozen eggs in like a couple months now. I've been kind of freaked out to eat like lots of dairy because of all of the hormones and stuff. I was talking to a vegan and she was telling me about all these bad things about dairy products. But because I'm going on chemo and protein's gonna be really important for boosting my cell count, I just thought I'd go ahead and bring in eggs into the diet again. Picked up a couple easy prep salads. Trader Joe's barbecue flavored chicken. I love these kind of salads that have like the ranch dressing and like something crunchy. Like I really love a textured crunch in salads. So there's that, and this crunchy slaw with chicken, crispy noodles, and peanut dressing. This is delicious. It's a huge serving, and so usually like I can get 2 servings out of one package. This I thought would be a nice dinner if I'm feeling a little bit more energetic in the middle of the week, to do these rib bites with barbecue sauce. They're really delicious. So I thought I would go ahead and steam some of these carrots, some French beans, and some red potatoes to go with sides, or just to kind of munch on if I'm peckish during the week. Also, there's this fettuccine alfredo with grilled chicken. Now, I don't normally get this, but it's like one of my favorite comfort foods, and I have a feeling I might eat that after I'm done filming this. This is another delicious thing that's good just on its own, Mexican style roasted corn with cotija cheese. I get this quite often. Some shredded cheese to add to my eggs in the morning. Got a couple bottles of alkaline water. And then this is where it gets interesting as far as snacks goes. These are 2 new protein bars that are new to Trader Joe's. I thought I'd give that a try. They have these brown sugar and cinnamon toaster pastries, this peanut butter and PB&J bar. It's kind of like a cereal bar, I think, but almost like a mash between a sandwich and a bar. I got this pumpkin bread and muffin baking mix, maybe to make in the next week or so, and then these cereal bars with pumpkin in it. So the theme here is lots of snacks. It takes a while for me to get through this. I like to supplement Trader Joe's with trips to like 365 in the regular grocery store, but this will get us through like the weekend and early next week. Oh, and I also picked up these gladiolas. I think they'll look really pretty because these are on its way out. So that's my Trader Joe's haul. All right, I'm back again. I also went to Sprouts to pick up some things in their homeopathic toiletry section area. I don't really know what to call it, but the place where they have like more like all natural like home stuff, if that makes sense. So here's what I picked up. When I told my dentist that I was starting chemo on Monday, she recommended this brand called Spry for its main ingredient, which is called xylitol. And xylitol, she said, is good for stimulating saliva production. And when you're going through chemotherapy, one of the side effects is dry mouth. So I thought that I would pick up some of these mints, as well as like gum. This is gum, and this is another gum. Similar thing, just packaged differently. and then also this toothpaste that has fluoride. She said fluoride's another important ingredient which will prevent tooth decay, because when you go to, you can't really go to the dentist or like floss your teeth because of, you know, it could get bloody and there could be a risk for infection. So in the meantime, using toothpaste with fluoride, she said, would be a good idea. Also, I picked up, how many? I think there are 5 of these spray hand sanitizers with lavender and aloe. I have this version in a Dr. Bronner's spray, but that is like about $5 a piece, and these were on sale for $2.25. So I went ahead and picked up a few. A few can go in each room of the house. I could keep one in the car. It's not like I'm gonna have to be keeping track of all of them. So the more, the better. And I'll also keep one by the front door for anyone coming in. Yeah, they're gonna be required to spritz down. Also, I found this. This is the Dr. Bronner's Lavender Coconut Organic Hand and Body Lotion. I haven't seen this before, and I thought this would be good to keep by my office desk, just to keep my hands moisturized. They've been feeling pretty dry, especially with like drier air around. So picked up that. Also got this Avalon Organics Intense Defense with Vitamin C Lip Balm. I feel like whatever is in here in terms of like vitamin C, which is, you know, good supposedly for your immunity, might be small, but I mean, anything helps. So I picked up that. Also got this hand sanitizer gel that is from the Honest Company, and it's scented with orange and aloe, and I thought this would be good to keep by the kitchen sink. My husband really likes to use gel hand sanitizer, especially around the kitchen, because he can't be bothered to wash his hands. And then I saw this in the checkout aisle. I thought these would be good snacks on the go. I really like this one. I bought this in a full size before, and then I thought I would go ahead and try these other flavors. What does it say? Classic Fruit and Nut Trail Mix, and then what is this? Honey Almonds Glazed Mix. And I thought these would be good snacks on the go in case I forget to eat again. I really don't want to be in a situation where I'm going through Taco Bell all the time, so I really stocked up on snacks this trip just to make sure.